Browns and the Bengals played this week. The Browns won. You're probably wondering why I'm not too enthusiastic by it, why I'm not celebrating. I just want to give my quick thoughts on this victory. Classic Browns, we win, but we really didn't win. We kind of lost. It's a classic Browns thing to do. Things I liked about the game, Nick Chubb's incredible, obviously. I don't understand why we don't play him more, but he's our best player. Pick 6 was cool. Denzel Ward, pretty cool. Kind of lucky, still. Pick 6 is never something to complain about. But overall, that was about it. I guess maybe some of the play calling in the second half was a lot better, but that was really about it. But Dave, we covered. Ooh, lottie freaking died. Ooh, whip-de-doo. We covered against the goddamn Bengals. Who cares? The spread was low anyway. It was 7.5. I mean, NFL, that's kind of big, but how we should be, how our expectations were, we should have been like 13-point favorites at least. But no, we barely covered 7.5 in a very ugly game. The game was ugly. No one looked very good. Bengals didn't look good, and the Browns didn't look good. No one looked good in this game. Baker didn't play very well. You can say maybe he's still rehabbing from that hand injury last week, but still, it's against the Bengals. You should have no turnovers, and you should be throwing for close to 300 yards and having at least one touchdown pass. Granted, that one pick, I don't know. The call could have gone both ways. It's kind of bullshit in my opinion, but whatever. He did have that rushing touchdown. That was good. But still, you need to have at least one passing touchdown. I think you should have multiple passing touchdowns against the Bengals. And then my second thing I really didn't like, I'm so sorry if I sound like a goddamn broken record, but Freddie, it's the Bengals. We should have won by double digits or more. I complimented you on your second half play calling. I'll give you that. But you only ran the ball 6 times in the first half when you have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. And the Bengals have, I think, the worst rush defense in the league, or at least top 2 or 3. So why weren't you running the ball first? I don't think it was much of a surprise when we ran the ball 18 times in the second half, 3 times more than we did in the first half, and we looked a lot better. So I don't understand when you're coming in this game, you barely run the ball in the first half, and then you throw the ball almost every other play. I don't understand it. I joke about it every week about how you do what the other coaches think you wouldn't do to throw them off. But I think it's true. Like, going this game, you should have just been running the ball off the bat because their run defense is so bad. But I think you legitimately think that throwing the ball every play would trick Zach Taylor and trick the Bengals, and they wouldn't see that coming. 1, they probably did see that coming because they probably see how stupid you are. And 2, why do that? Why not run the ball? Like, it's proven to work against the Bengals this year. Why not start off running the ball right away? Nick Chubb is one of the best running backs in the league. You can honestly argue he might be the best, honestly. Kareem Hunt's one of the best too. You're still not running the ball. I don't get it. I read a stat that says when Nick Chubb rushes for over 100 yards the past 2 seasons, we're 8-3. This is not that hard, Freddie. Yes, obviously Baker needs to play better. He needs to fix the turnovers. He needs to play better. And yes, we are going to have to throw the ball a lot of times in the game, even against the Bengals. Don't overthink this shit, Freddie. Just run the ball when you know it works. And if it doesn't work, start throwing it. Or keep running it till it works again. It's really not that hard. I'm not trying to sound like some genius or something, but that's just me watching these games and just reading stats. It just sounds like you can just run the ball and we could be at least fine. But for some reason, you don't see that. I don't understand why. I know we had the pick 6, but our defense really didn't look that good. Andy Dalton was tearing us up. Joe Mixon was tearing us up. And Joe Mixon's been having a bad year. The Bengals' offensive line has been terrible. They can't run the ball at all. Andy Dalton's all right, but still, like, Andy Dalton was tearing us up. That shouldn't happen, especially with the names we have on defense. I know we don't have Myles Garrett anymore, but still, Bengals are 1-12 now. We should be winning by more than just 8 points. The last thing I want to talk about is the OBJ thing. Reading reports, the reports are saying that in October, one of the teams we played against during warm-ups or even after the game, whenever, he was saying, come get me. Like, request a trade, something like that. Just come get me. Saying he wants out of Cleveland. Then I also read a report that he feels lost in Cleveland. He just feels lost. He doesn't know his place. He doesn't know what to do. I don't know if these reports are true. So I don't really want to speculate too much, and I don't want to be too judgmental. But if they are true, that's just so weak. Yes, you have every right to be frustrated. This season has not met expectations. Not even close. Baker's not been playing well either. And Freddie's a terrible coach and a terrible play caller so far. I get all of that. But you're not even done with your first season here. You're playing with your best friend Jarvis. You're a smart football guy. You understand the talent around you. Don't you want to be the one that would fix all this? Like, yes, the season's not going the way you thought it would. Go in the offseason and fix everything that was going wrong. Be the team we thought you guys would be next year. I don't question your work ethic because I know you work very hard. You seem like a good teammate too. But if these reports are true, that's just weak. It just seems like just because things are going wrong in your first season, you want out right away. I was a little blind by it, and there's people who saw this coming, but people did predict us to have like a rough start and for things to not go as planned as a lot of people thought, including myself. But I feel like this would be your time to fix all that. Work hard in the offseason, get a better connection with Baker, fix it. Because if you do actually want to get traded, I don't know what you're looking for. An easy Super Bowl run, like playing for like the Patriots or like the Chiefs or the Saints or something. I mean, if I guess that's what you want, then go do that. I feel like here you have an opportunity to help fix something that's been broken since 1999 and help bring a Super Bowl to a city that hasn't seen it, not even been in a Super Bowl. You could be that guy that helps do it. I don't know, like I was at the game yesterday and I saw the Browns are all huddled up and I saw OBJ just not in the huddle. He was talking to one of the Bengals players. The whole team's huddled up talking about the next play, what's going to happen, or maybe things he needs to know, and he's off to the side talking to a Bengals player. It's just such a bad visual. Yes, maybe he already knows what the play is. Yes, maybe he knows what he needs to do. But still, it just doesn't look good. I know he's a great player, and I know he works really hard. I know he's a good teammate. But if these reports are true, that just really sucks. Cleveland really does like you a lot. I really do think you can help us make something special happen. Hopefully these reports aren't true. And hopefully this offseason he'll still just try and get his mind right. Even if they're not true, it seems like there's something wrong. He seems kind of lost. Hopefully this offseason he can just get himself right and get back to the way he is, being one of the best receivers in the world. And then the hernia thing, I mean, if that's true, where he should have had surgery in the offseason, then that just sounds like poor management on the Browns' part and the medical staff. It just sounds like a circus at this point. It just sounds like we are just a big joke if that is 100% true. And hopefully this offseason we just fix all that and just try not complicate things and just focus on winning games. Not trying to be flashy, not trying to do this and that, just winning games. So, Browns versus Bengals. Let me know what you guys thought of the game and what you guys think is going to happen next week against the Cardinals. Thank you guys so much for watching, and click here to see more of Davey Dave's Takes.